The Gathas, our guide, the thought-provoking divine songs of Zarathustra, translated by Ali A. Jaffrey, Ushta Publications. Ya Yoi Zarzas Dayao Anin Mazdai, to those who are devoted to the Wise One. Song 4.1. By Preface. The 26th Karachi Sea Scout Troop, first of its kind in the Indian subcontinent, was established in 195 at Jur. Its members from the various high schools of the city of Karachi, now Pakistan. The original corps consisted of 12 specially chosen Christian, Hindu, Muslim, Parsi, and Sikh Boy Scouts. I was one of them. It was led by 2 British and 1 Indian officer. The troop had a beautiful, harmonious brotherhood. We used to meet at a then vacant point on China Creek inside Karachi Harbor for swimming and boating, and at another point on West Wharf further out for sailing. By the end of the year, our number swelled to 16. Although the heterogeneous cultures, we soon became very friendly. However, there happened to be a zealous missionary among the newcomers. He would argue with others on religious matters, even with the Hindus and other denominations. And on one fine summer morning, well before the class began, he took the Parsis by surprise by picking up the Zarathustrian religion. When I realized that they were not prepared to defend themselves, I prompted my Iranian zeal, went forward. I hardly knew anything about the good conscience, the good religion of Zarathustra, except that I had heard from my parents about the old Iran, its religion, and in the past all our ancestors were Zarathustrians. My mother used to recite and simplify stories from the Shahnama of Ferdowsi. Incidentally, in those days, my hometown Karaman, Iran, was the second city with the largest pocket of Iranian Zarathustrians, and both my parents had Zarathustrian friends. My father used to frequent the famous Dorabji's business office in Bazar-e-Bakil in Karaman and talk with the Parsis there. It seems that I put up a good defense, especially in favor of the reverence of fire. 2. Because my Parsi colleagues appreciate it. On the following Sunday, Aruk P. Bolsara, one of the Parsis, gave me a copy of the Gathas as a token of his appreciation. It had the text in the Devanagari script and was translated by the late Jyotirndramon Chatterjee in Sanskrit, English, and Gujarati. I was simply fascinated, rather captivated by the sublime songs. I wanted to learn the language. Aruk introduced me to the late Dr. Manek B. Pithwala, and then principal of BVS Parsi High School. He taught me Avesta, Pahlavi, and the fundamentals of the religion. Then gladly encouraged me to hold an Avesta Pahlavi class at the school with a dozen of Parsi boys and girls of my own age. He also recounted me to Dasturji, Dr. Manekshi, and Dalla, the enlightened and broad-minded sage of a scholar for further studies. The entire period taken by 2 teachers exceeded 6 years. I feel heavily indebted to Aruk and my 2 teachers for their guidance to the Gathas. The Sturgy affectionately advised me of the very first day I faced him, more or less in these words. When you think you have learned enough of the Avesta language, do not start with translating the Gathas first.